Hi, my name is Mariam, and I want to start a Booktube channel. So it seems the best way to start is to make a Booktube Newbie Tag. So let's just get started. Okay, first question. Why did you start this channel? I felt like Booktube seemed like a really interesting community to be a part of. I've always been a really avid reader, and I sort of knew about Booktube peripherally, but then I recently really got into watching videos from different booktubers, and I was really inspired to start my own channel, and maybe that would help me read more because I had been in a bit of a reading slump for a while. Even just watching the booktube videos made me read more, even though I wasn't necessarily reading the books that were being recommended. Just seeing the volume of how much people were reading and how much they were enjoying it. And yeah, I kind of miss being in an internet community. So I wanted to take part and be a part of this reading community. Yeah. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? My awkward self. I'd like to think that I could bring a bit of diversity into what's being read. I'd like to think that I can bring a more diverse and varied not just opinion, but also the books that I read. I don't often hear about the ones that I like being talked about. I'm not very up to date with new releases, so a lot of the time I'm going back and reading older books, which I don't think there's anything wrong with. I think that, if anything, sometimes we get so caught up in the new releases that older books kind of fall to the wayside, maybe. I don't know. I'm excited to have something to motivate me to read more. I think if I do a start of the month TBR, then I'll also feel obligated to do an end of the month wrap up, and I think that way I'll be pushed to read more, and I really want that. And I'm really excited to talk to other people and have conversations about books. Yay. Why do you love reading? Oh, I could go on about that forever. When I read, I get transported into a different world, and that's just incredible. You know, you forget where you are and you forget who you are, and you just are in that world that you're reading about. And I think that's extraordinary. What book or series got you into reading? Well, this is a classic one. Harry Potter. I was maybe 7 or 8 years old, and I went to a bookshop and I picked up the second book and I started reading the first chapter, just the first page, and I was just like, wow. Because up until that point I had only just recently learned English, so I was still reading like children's books, and then suddenly I was like, oh man, this is something else. And it was the hardback edition, I remember, and I went up to buy it and I had £10 on me. This was in England. So I had £10 on me, and then she said, you can buy it. This is the second book in a series, so you can buy the first and second books as paperback for £8. And I was like, yes. And so I bought those, and I came home, and I never looked back. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? How the hell do I do this? What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think the hardest challenge will be making videos. I feel really awkward right now, and hopefully that's something that passes. I'm counting on that. But yeah, making videos consistently, being myself. Yeah. When did you start reading? Yeah, I was 7 or 8. That was when I started reading. Where do you read? Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Whenever I get the chance and I have a good book, I just read. Yeah. What kind of books do you like to read? I like a bit of everything. I was a huge fantasy girl for a really long time. But these days I've been really into magical realism. Everything. I don't think there's one genre of book that I won't read. I haven't read many thrillers. That's not the question. What kind of books do you like to read? I like to read everything. So that's a little bit about me. Hopefully I'll actually edit this and post it and not just leave it on my computer to rot. And yeah, wish me luck. Fingers crossed. Bye. Yeah. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel? What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Reading. No, that's not true. Don't settle. On a more so it seems like the best way to start is by to do